session today, and I'm moving over to my screen share. Back to it. All right. So with these questions, Rubik's Cube, fruit, sweet, wonderful, sweet question, philosophical questions like end of the universe, and Vaishnavi, curiosity question, how can we see the moon so clearly even during the daytime? And she has precisely mentioned the time 2:29, and that's a wonderful accuracy and consistency. So let's now move over to the question, why fruits taste sweet? All right, we should be grateful to the plants on this earth because they came before us and they started using sunlight to make food for us. They used to take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, light from the sun, mix both of them, create carbon, and carbon is the building block of life. Carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen. But carbon, everything, all of us are made of carbon. Carbon is just a house is made of bricks. All of us are made of carbon. So now remember when the trees were going up millions and billions of years ago, and the trees were rooted. Trees can't travel from France to Germany, or trees can't travel from Powai to Vikhroli. So, but trees wanted to multiply. So, what they did, they created nature over millions of years. They made trees to have flowers and from there into fruits. And inside these fruits are the seeds. So, fruits are like capsules. Inside them, there are seeds. And now, what was happening? They had bright colors. So, animals, butterflies, insects, everybody will see them and they will come and eat them. And as they will eat them and go away, next day, when the animals will do potty, and the potty will fall far away, and from inside, the seeds will come out. And those plants which were here today in Powai, that plant had its seeds planted in Mulund, had its seeds planted in Vikhroli. And when the Vikhroli plant grew up, it will have its seeds planted by these animals, by butterflies, by insects. So that's why it was a nature's plan to make these fruits, make them colorful, make them sweet, so that, and they also became a source of food for us. All right. So you would have seen so many times a people tree growing on top of a building or growing in a window. How did it happen there? It is very simple because the nuts or the small berries of the people tree are eaten by birds. Birds are able to digest everything, but once they sit on our building, windows, office places, and when they do their bird shit, these seeds they come out and the seeds they plant them. So to complete Sachin's answer, fruits were made colorful and sweet by nature over an evolution of millions of years. And in these millions of years, when the other animal they started eating, it became a dispersal, a transportation process by which the trees and plants they could spread all over the earth and spread their generations. So that is why fruits taste sweet. So that's it, Sachin. Now we move over to the next question. Mechanism of Rubik's Cube, Vishnu. So this toy, which most of you would be using today also, but this toy is 50 years old. It came in 1970s and we used to have Rubik's Cube competition. who can make all sides same, who can make patterns into the sides, so all these things. So question is how it is made. So to answer it, there are after all just 26 similar cubes. There are 6 faces, and on each side of a basic Rubik's cube, we have 6 faces. Like any cube will have 6 surfaces, left, right, top, bottom, and then on the sides, as you can see here, 6. And though there are 9 on every face, and that 9 into 6 multiplies into 54. But if you count and you see here, this side and this side is common. This side and this side is common. This side and this side is common. So with these common sides, if we take, there are not 54 cubes inside, but only 26. And these 26 cubes, they are connected inside. In the center rows, they are connected with this axis, and they can only rotate centrally, up or down. But it is those side cubes which are connected here, they can rotate like this and they can rotate up and down. So if you ever break up the Rubik's cube, this is how you will find. The logic is the center cube. These center cubes, they can only rotate along like this. Okay? But the side cubes can move anywhere around this, and that is how this puzzle solving is done. So in the center of it, that is the axis and how these are joined. And then with the mechanical arms, as you see around over here, these cubes are connected. So this is the construction of a Rubik's cube. But after some time, people thought Rubik's cube was boring. It became so simple for everybody. So Rubik's cube subsequently became into more complex forms and shapes. For example, you can see these hexagonals coming up here, triangles coming up, and ultimately it became 17 into 17 Rubik's cubes. Imagine solving this and solving this. The degree of difficulty was maybe 1,000, 2,000 times more. So this, in short, is what the Rubik's Cube is. Simple Rubik's Cube, and then inside there is an axis where the central cubes are joined. They provide the backbone. They can only move up and right, left and right together in the circle, but it is the side cube which move around. And subsequently, they evolved into more complex cubes, and that's where we are today. And this, you could say, the mother or the father of, or the granddaddy of all the Rubik's cube which exists today. And if you can buy one and solve it, hats off to anybody would have this. Maybe you can unmute it and respond to me. But in short, this is the Rubik's cube and how it is made and how it has evolved over the years. So from here, now we come down to a very, very philosophical question. Is there an end of universe or it is infinite? Murli, wonderful question. Well, we know universe isn't infinitely old. It is approximately 14 billion years we had one big bang. And since then, like, see, when on a Diwali, when we explode a bomb, and when it explodes, everything in a sphere starts moving outwards. But over there, the pieces of paper and everything, they go to some distance and stop because Earth gives them resistance. But in the space, there is no resistance. So when we got that big solid kick 14 billion years ago, we are constantly moving out and expanding. So as a result, though the universe is 14 billion years old, it has expanded since then, and it has now expanded to 46 billion light years old. Okay, and the nearest star which we solved last time is Altura Centauri. It is 4.3 light years away from us. And if we are traveling at the speed of a spacecraft at 50,000 kilometers per hour, it will take us nearly 92,000 years, 1 lakh years to reach there. And this is only 4 light years away. But if you have to travel 46 billion light years ago, it is beyond anybody. So now the question is, what will happen? Earth has been formed 4 billion years ago after 14 years bang, and our father of our solar system is sun, and sun has a fuel for 4 billion years. After 4 billion years, the sun will start cooling. It will become red dwarf. And thereafter, it will become a big balloon of hot gases. And those hot gases will reach out and engulf the entire solar system. And now the gravity of sun will become different, and you will find Earth, Jupiter, Mars, everything, they will all break their orbits and they will all go and smash into the sun, and that heat will destroy us. So at this time, scientists feel that Earth and our solar system, not the universe we don't know, but our solar system has a life of approximately 4 billion years. But the life of Earth, if tomorrow some asteroid comes and hits us, if it is big enough, if it can change the direction of our axis, it can create a lack of equilibrium, we don't know. But if nothing happens, we in our solar system, we are safe for 4 billion years. And just as we don't know what was before 14 billion years, we don't know what can happen tomorrow. So Murli, your answer, as of today, we don't know this universe, when, how long it will live, when it will die. If nothing happens, our solar system will be live for 4 billion years. But if tomorrow some asteroid or something else comes and hits us, or we have another pandemic, what will happen to planet Earth? We don't know. And the space, just to go to the nearest star, we need 92,000 years. But to go 46 billion years, you can calculate. So with this, Murli, that is your question number 1. We are done. Now we move to question. And here, this was the Big Bang 14. So it's expanding to the right, to the left, to up towards us, behind us. It is like a sphere which is expanding. And in this diagram, we keep this as a start point, which you can see. This is where the explosion. And from here, it has expanded and we have come to the right hand. But the same thing goes on top, goes below, goes right, goes into the screen, behind and towards us. It's a spherical phenomenon. So we are good for, our planet system is good for 4 billion years, but beyond that, we don't know, because we don't even know why Big Bang happened. And tomorrow some new thing can happen, we don't know. And we accept that, but we are in search of these answers. Next question. We have, why sharks get irritated by the noise of motor yacht, ships, and everybody. Here, the sharks also have ear inner ear, three semicircular canals, just like human beings. And most interestingly, their hearing frequency, their hearing spectrum is also anthropogenic. That means, Murli, that whatever is human made spectrum, what music you hear, what noise you hear, whales also hear the same thing. So as a result, whatever guns, dredging, ships, driving, shipping, everything whales hear. But their ears are more sensitive than us. Remember on the day of Diwali, our dogs, they bark a lot because dogs' ears are very, very sensitive. So when all these patakas, they go up, they sound to the dogs 20 times, 30 times louder. So the same thing happens to these sharks, Murli. When the ship goes by, motor yacht goes there, are doing dredging inside, tuck, 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 all that is going. That's why the sharks, they get irritated because we hear them on a volume 5. Maybe sharks hear them at volume 25 because their ears are more sensitive and they hear the same spectrum of sound frequency. So they get annoyed because they get irritated because their ears are same frequency like us and more sensitive. And the example on Diwali, you see our dogs, even they are inside the home and Pataka is far away, they start barking. They, and whenever we go to safaris in the jungles, we are told, put off your cell phone, put off your music, you cannot hotel, you have to be quiet because animals' ears are very, very sensitive because they are hunters. And as a hunter, they have to hear. God has given them sensitive ear. Okay, Murli. So we move further. Here is Vaishnavi's question. How can we see moon clearly during the day? Well, Vaishnavi, during the day there is light and moon is also reflecting the light. So if it is reflecting light, we should be able to see it. But it is slightly more complex. And what is complex is this. You see, we are here in the center, okay? And sun is here and moon is going around us. So when moon is further away from us and the sun, its half side which is lit, you can see, we see full moon. And one moon is between us and the sun, its rear side is not illuminated, and we say this is new moon or Amavas. This is in general. But there is another factor, and that factor is that our axis of rotation around the sun, moon, and the earth, they are not same. The moon is tilted at 5 degrees. So here, now you can say we have sun on our left, we are here, and the moon is here, we see full moon. So the lights from the sun, they go to the moon. And similarly during daytime, see now left hand of our earth here, Vaishnavi, we are facing the sun. So this is the daytime. So during the daytime, as sun is illuminating earth, shining light on us, this light which is shining on moon is visible to us. So, but once in a while, what happens when this tilting axis changes once in 5 years, 10 years, and the moon, sun are in line, that's the time eclipse happens. That's a different subject. But to your answer, why we see moon at day because moon is here, sunlight is falling on it, so moon is shining. And during the day, it's like this. During the daytime, if I switch on my car lights, will you see it? Yes, you will see. You may not see them as bright, but you will see them. During the daytime, if you switch on your bulb light, tube light, or torch, you can still see it, but it is less bright. And the same thing happens to the moon. As you see this picture, the same moon in this picture that you're seeing will be very bright at night, but during daytime it is visible. We can see it clearly, but less bright. And the reason is because of this tilt axis. As long as moon comes around here, if the moon is here, moon is here, moon is there, light is falling onto it. But here is the night and here is the daytime. So during the daytime, if the light is falling on sun, we will see it, but maybe not so bright. So this is our end of all the answers. And now you can all unmute. We first go to Murli. Murli, please tell us. The first is Vishnu. Vishnu, you got the answer, Rubik's Cube. And Sachin, why fruits are sweet?
Yes, sir.
You have any thoughts, any doubts?
No.
Sachin, now you know why fruits are sweet?
Yes.
Good, good. Next to Murli. Murli, you got your answer?
Yes, sir. It was clearly understood by me.
Clearly. You want to add something?
No, sir. I'm satisfied with my answer.
Satisfied. Good. Very good. And the second question also, sharks. That is understood now? Sharks,
Yes,
dog,
sir.
all animals, okay? Noise disturbs them because their ears are more. Remember so many times when somebody is coming to your home and the dog comes to know because they have heard them. Even at night time when the thieves come, the dog wakes up, all right? Because they hear more than us. And Vaishnavi, now you know why you can see moon during the day.
Yes, sir. That answer I got, but I have one more question.
Yes.
Sir, from where do the birds hear? Because they don't have any ears.
So okay, the same question can go for snake also. Lot many animals, with animals I mean birds, centipedes, other thing.
Sir,
Mammal, yes.
sir, I know that snake can hear through their that tongue.
Yes. No, yes. Let me complete. Very nice, Vaishnavi. Vaishnavi, you are there or you have locked out, fallen off? Okay, see what happens. Mammals have not only ears, but external ears. Cow, dog, cat, lion, ass, horse. All mammals have external ears, but a lot of other animals, they have inner ears, but they don't have external ears. Okay? Just because you see birds, they don't have external ears, that does not mean they don't have ears. They have ears and they hear. That's why they do different sounds, and different sounds have different signals. So, Vaishnavi, birds may not have external ear, but they have ears and they hear. All right?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So, over to Devyani and Chandana. What are your thoughts?
Sir, I don't understand that universe and so it was difficult for me.
Very nice, Bete. It's good because if you don't understand something, saying, I have not understood. You are a brave girl, very brave. So what we will do in the next Sunday, we will go through how universe was made and what universe is. So that would be your, so ask your question. So next Sunday, we will spend good 10-15 minutes, how universe is made, billions of years, what is a light year, and good. You are a brave person saying, I don't understand. Wonderful. Very nice of you. All right, friend. Okay, friends. So now we have our friends from our Lakers open to all of you. Share your thoughts, ideas, what you found. We have 5 minutes with us. Feel free.
I really like how you explained everything in a way that everyone can understand, because we have a lot of different age groups here. And so I really like the explanation in simple terminology, because a lot of times, if you try to find out an answer for yourself, you don't get anything in very easy words, or it's very difficult to understand sometimes. And so I think that was one thing I really liked.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
I really like how you explained it, like step by step, detailed with pictures, so it's easier to understand.
Wonderful. So, Vaishnavi, I want all of you to continue what you are doing is wonderful. Vishnu, Vaishnavi, Murli, we should have Priyanka, we should have more friends, and never ever hesitate in asking any questions. And just as Devyani, she told to us, I don't understand that. That is a very good quality which everybody should have, whether you are in high school, whether you are in college, whether you are working in office. The courage to say, I don't understand this is a very wonderful quality to grow and become better and stronger. By hiding, by saying, oh, I know, I will find out, we miss that opportunity. So, as young Devyani told us, so we admire her for that, because you have confidence in saying, I don't understand, and that confidence is a very good quality. So, I want all of you to learn from Devyani's fearlessness and saying, I don't know it, tell me, I want to understand. All right? So, with this, we had a wonderful time today. We will meet on next Monday, Sunday, 11 o'clock. So till then, all of you, goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
sir.
sir.
Bye,
Bye,
sir. Take
sir.
care.
Bye, sir.